Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by the Chrome Soft Golf Ball from Callaway.
Hey, I'm George Savaricas with you from our Golf Channel Worldwide headquarters, and what a performance from Ludvig Aberg, making the trip from Rome to Jackson, Mississippi for this week's PGA Tour stop after having that breakout performance as a Ryder Cup rookie, helping Team Europe win 16.5 to 11.5 over the Americans. Today turns in a 5 under 67. He's just 3 off the lead. Remember the PGA Tour U grad, who was #1 in the standings, has all these starts on the PGA Tour this fall. And here's Aberg on why it was important to make the trip over here and what he thought of his game for this round 1.
Ludvig, just to assess that round for you, got to be pretty happy with 5 under today, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, going into the day, I was a bit tired, not gonna lie, but I knew what I was capable of doing, and it was pretty cool to see that showing up. And it's always nice to get off to a nice start, no matter what the tournament is and what the situation is. So felt like I hit the ball solid today. Kind of a weird day on the greens, to be honest. I made a few longer ones, but then I also missed a few shorter ones. So it's just one of them days, but overall really happy with the way I played.
You haven't been over par much at all since you turned pro, but you were 1 over after 3 today and bogeyed that par 5. What was that feeling like, but then to turn around and come back and make a bunch of birdies?
Yeah, I mean, obviously number 3 is a gettable par 5, and I messed it up. I missed long and had a really thick lie in the rough and missed a short one. So obviously not ideal, but I also knew that there's a lot of golf left to be played. A little bit different from last week. Last week was more of a sprint when you were playing match play, but here it's a little bit more like a marathon. So I try to view it that way and stick to my routines and make sure that I do all these things good that I can, control. And luckily I made a few ones after that and came in with a pretty good score.
How do you actually feel right now? Are you physically, are you still pretty wiped? Or
physically, I feel fine, to be honest. I thought it was going to be a little bit worse, to be fair. But, I'm going to be tired. I'm going to have a quick dinner and then make sure to get some rest. It's an early morning tomorrow morning as well, so I'll make sure to try to conserve the energy as good as I can.
How do you kind of handle, the emotions, or at least controlling them, when you're going through a round like this? Like you said, had the bogey early, you come back and have some birdies, you start playing well. How do you kind of control, the ups and downs and not trying to, be on too much on one side? Yeah,
I think me personally, I try to keep it very neutral no matter what my score is. And I like to think that, if I'm 6 over, if I'm 6 under, I'm going to treat the same shot the same way. So whether I make a few bogeys from the start, it doesn't really matter to me. I try to hit each shot as good as I can and then see where that takes me. But it is difficult. It's something that I've worked on for a long time, and hopefully I'll be able to keep doing that.
Last one from me, just what's the reaction been like from your peers and caddies and everybody since you've been here a few days now? Yeah,
it's been really cool. A lot of people have been congratulating me and kind of tapping me on the back, which is pretty cool for me to see. Obviously I'm kind of new to all this still, and I haven't been here for that long, but to feel that respect from the other guys has been pretty cool. Obviously I have the respect for them, but it's to see that being mutual is really cool. I'll be cheering for them as well in the future.
I just want to ask you about the conditions too. I mean, it's so different from when you guys were practicing. I got some rain today. How different was it? Or was it difficult to adjust with that?
Yeah, it was quite different. Obviously today it was a different wind from. This is my first time playing the golf course as well. So I played 9 Tuesday, played 9 Wednesday, and the wind's been different every day. So it takes a little bit of a more strategic perspective to it. But I trust my caddy, I trust his work, and he tells me where to hit, and I try to do that. But it's a little bit different. For me coming here with Bermuda grass is a little bit different too from last week. So try to get used to that, and try to do it as good as I can.
What a group we had watching Ludvig Aberg play with Akshay Bhatia, part of this threesome. Both these guys turning in solid rounds. Aberg 67, Bhatia one better with a 6 under 66. Akshay already a winner on the PGA Tour, but had some frustration earlier this fall and turned in a solid round today.
You line up on that far left side of the teeing ground. I know you're setting up for that cut. Is that standard operating procedure all the time?
For the most part.
Yeah.
I have another shot if I need to draw it. I don't bring it out too much unless I'm really restricted as far as start line, but Yeah, I just like hitting the cut. I'm comfortable with it. I rotate very hard, so it's just nice when I can swing the driver, 7, 8, 9 right and know where the ball is going to go.
I remember when you played here for the first time, you were just a teenager. You must love this golf course because that wasn't too long ago when you're out here practicing on the range and going out to play.
Yeah, I was telling my caddy this week, like coming back here, and it's been 4 years since I played here, and just the difference I feel now than when I did. I remember sitting in the hotel room and just freaking out about playing my first professional golf event on the PGA Tour as a 17-year-old, and now I'm just kind of watching YouTube and hanging out with my fiance. So
wow.
It's nice to come back here. I think these are some of the best greens all year, and it's a very chill week, so it's nice to have that.
And you come back as a PGA Tour winner. That's got to give you a lot of confidence.
Yeah. It's like I said, it's been a crazy, formation of my golf career. Starting here 4 years ago to where I am now. I mean, a lot can change, and it's nice to come here as a full member and earn my spot, and always be able to play in this tournament. So.
It's fun to watch you play, and I love the way you putt. A very unusual putting style with that long grip too. That's a little different.
Yeah. My coach and I, we kind of have some shot options. So we go conventional. We have conventional arm lock and then claw arm lock. So just a couple different feels if I ever need it, and certain putts, whether downhill, I kind of claw it because it softens the blow. So yeah, I don't know. I just I just try and own that and try and make putts.
See you tomorrow morning.
Yes, sir. Thanks.
Thanks, son. Thanks, Akshay.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Akshay, just one from me. What's the golf life been like since you won at Barracuda? Because I know that you weren't able to make it into the playoffs because of the technicality and just the time off that you had from Wyndham all the way until Fortinet. What's things been like?
The golf's still the same. I think everything outside of it has been really hard. Stuff I didn't ever think I'd deal with.
Such as what?
Just a lot of anxiety, a lot of stuff, off the golf course that was really challenging, especially at my age. You just make a little bit of money and you have more eyes on you, and then you feel like you got to make everyone happy. And I got to a point where I wasn't making myself happy. I was trying to make everyone else happy. So it's been hard. Ever since I won, Wyndham and Fortinet have been some tough weeks for me just off the golf course. And it's just nice to come back here with a fresh mind. And I'm excited to kind of play this fall season and fine-tune my game.
Is that one of those things where it's like they can't really give you a manual after you win one, that something like that pops up?
Yeah, I mean, I've never had to deal with so much stuff going on off the golf course. And you think after you win, everything would be great, everything would feel a lot easier, but it's kind of quite opposite. So I'm still learning, especially at my age, but I got a lot of time to kind of keep learning and keep persevering through any challenges that come in my life.
Friday's schedule here on Golf Channel. Alfred Dunhill Links Championship, the DP World Tour spot, 7 a.m. Eastern Time, second round coverage, followed by the Korn Ferry Tour Championship, Constellation Furyk and Friends, the PGA Tour Champions event, second round of the Sanderson Farms, and then Golf Central postgame will put a bow on it before the Ascendant LPGA. Thanks for joining us.